Shalom. Yeah, I just want to start off by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rachakwadash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders, great millstone. Peace and salutations to all for elect and the occupants from the truth to the four corners of this earth. My name is Asha'Allah, and tonight I just want to talk about, you know, how the Lord is racist, and how when you read throughout the scriptures, man, the scriptures is racist. So real quick, let's go into that word racist, man. Because when you go into it, man, it just means to stand on behalf, to stand on behalf of your race, man. So this is let's see, second one. Yep. It says so the word race comes from Latin rasa, where it says race, breed, lineage. So your race, it's your lineage, it's your breed, your nation. And when you go into the suffix ist, let's grab that real quick. This is the suffix ist, and it says a person who advocates a particular doctrine, system, etc., or relating to such a person or the doctrine advocated. When you go into the word advocate, it just means to intercede on one's behalf. So the Lord intercedes on the behalf of his people, man. That's what it means to be racist, to intercede, to advocate on one's behalf, and that behalf that he's advocating for is his people, which is the nation of Israel. Real quick, just go to this is Second Ezra 5, and this is verse 23. And it says, and said, O Lord, that bearest rule of every wood of the earth and of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen the one only vine. So this is going to go into the Lord's favorites, you know. And verse 24, it says, and of all the lands of the whole world, thou hast chosen thee one pit. And that pit is being Jerusalem, the land of Israel. And of all the flowers thereof one lily, and of all the depths of the sea thou hast filled thee one river. That river is talking about the Jordan River. And of all the built cities thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. And Zion is another name for Israel, which means monument. Verse 26, and of all the fowls that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. So the Lord's favorite bird, is a dove. And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep. And of all the livestock, the cattle upon the earth, his favorite is the sheep. Verse 27, and among all the multitudes of the people, thou hast gotten thee one people, and unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all. So out of all the families, out of all the multitudes of people on the earth, the Lord only has one particular group of people, which he loves, and he gave a law unto. So real quick, let's go into that. It's Psalms 147, and I'm going to start at verse 19. And it says, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. So Jacob's name eventually got changed to Israel. So this is talking about the same group, the same people. Jacob and Israel are synonymous. It's another name for one another. I'm gonna just read it again. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. he hath not dealt so with any nation, and as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So the Lord has not dealt with any other nation, man. He's only dealing with the nation of Israel. Malachi 3 and 6 says, I am the Lord, I change not. As a matter of fact, let's just grab it real quick. Malachi 3 and 6 says, For I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. So the Lord doesn't change, man. He has a chosen people onto him, a holy people, and it's going to stay that way. See, this is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. And it says, For thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai thy power. And when you go into that word holy, it just means separate. So the Lord has separated us from all the nations of the earth. We are a separate nation unto the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai. The Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, thy power, have chosen thee to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. So the people that he chosen, the nation of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are above all the people that are upon the face of the earth, man. That's a racist statement. That's a racist statement. Let's grab another one. This is see, Amos. Actually, before we get to Amos, let's grab this Joel 2 and Joel 2 and 27, and it says, "And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, your power, and none else, and my people shall never be ashamed." That's my is a personal pronoun, man. Showing that we belong unto the Lord. And with the other precept, Deuteronomy 7 and 6, we're above all people. That's another racist statement, man. That the Lord belongs, that the Lord has chosen one particular group of people. The Lord belongs to one particular group of people, man, and none else. Let's see. Let's jump to this Amos 3 now. It's Amos 3, and it says, Hear this word that the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. The Lord has only known one group of people, man. That's a that's a racist statement again. So the Lord is only for one particular group of people. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Real quick, let me just grab this First Peter. See, First Peter 2 and 9. And it says what? But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, and holy nation, a peculiar people, that ye should show forth the praises of him who hath called you out of darkness into his marvelous light. I want to get this in a different translation. First, let me go into this word peculiar. Let's see. It's not saying. Let's see if I could just. Peculiar, special. So we're a special people. We're a special people unto the Lord, man. Just like that Deuteronomy 7:6 was saying. But let me just grab this in a different translation real quick. Um, Amplified, yep, the Amplified Bible. It says 1 Peter 2:9. It says, "But ye are a chosen race." You know, that's another racist statement, man. That Lord is advocating for His race of people, which is the Israelites. But ye are a chosen race, a royal priesthood, a consecrated nation, a special people for the Most High's own possession, so that ye may proclaim the excellencies, the wonderful deeds and virtues and perfections of him who have called you out of darkness into his marvelous light, man. It says a special people for the Most High's own possession, a chosen race. So the Lord is only for the nation of Israel, man. Real quick, let me just grab this Sirach 24, because these scriptures only pertain to the Israelites, man. This knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is only for Israel. Let me see. This is Sirach 24 in verse 8. Um, Let me just start at verse 1. It says, "Wisdom shall praise herself and shall glory in the midst of her people." And we're going to find out who her people is. But I started at the first verse just to let you know that this is talking about wisdom. So I'm jumping down to verse 8. It says, "So the creator of all things gave me a commandment, and he that made me caused my tabernacle to rest, and said, Let thy dwelling be in Jacob, and thy inheritance in Israel." You know, and what is our wisdom, man? Our wisdom is these scriptures, the law, statutes, and commandments, man. And when you go into that word commandment, this means precept. And this book is filled with precepts. It's filled with law, statutes, and commandments, man. Let's real quick, just wanna show that this is our wisdom, man. It's Deuteronomy 4 and start verse 5. It says, "Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord help us by power commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people." So this book is our wisdom, and according to Sirach 24:8, the creator of all things, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai calls this wisdom to dwell in Jacob as an inheritance for Israel, man. So really, you close the book up, because this wisdom, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding only pertains to Israel. The Lord is only advocating for one people. That's the nation of Israel. The Lord is, let's got about two more scriptures. I want to bring out what the Lord, how the Lord feels about these other nations, man, that are not of Israel. This is Isaiah 40, and I'm gonna just start at verse 15. It says, "Behold, the nations are as a drop of the bucket; they are counted as a small dust of the balance. Behold, he taketh up the isles as a very little thing. So that's what the Lord thinks. The Lord thinks of these nations as a drop of a bucket. You got a bucket full of water, and let's say a little drop falls out. You not finna worry about that drop. You not finna try to save that drop. That drop is gonna hit the ground, and you're gonna keep going. It says are counted as the small dust of the balance. Say you got a scale, man. Say you got a scale and there's some dust on it. What you gonna do? You gonna blow that dust off. You gonna shoot that dust off, man. You know? You gonna regard it as nothing. Verse 16, and Lebanon is not sufficient to burn, nor the beast thereof sufficient for a burnt offering. All nations before him are as nothing, and they are counted to him less than nothing and vanity. So these nations are worthless to the Lord, man. They're counted as nothing. Matter of fact, it said they are counted to him less than nothing. So these other nations are less than nothing. The Lord is only advocating for the nation of Israel. Point blank, man. Let me just just end it with Second Esdras. Second Esdras 5 is gonna sort of repeat the same thing, but it's it needs to be brought out because the Lord is only for Israel, man. Let's see, Second Esdras 5. 6. I'm sorry, Second Esdras 6. I'll start at verse 54, and it says, and after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy creatures, of him come we all, and the people whom thou hast chosen. So yeah, we all stem from Adam, including the lineage, the breed, the race that the Lord has chosen, man. Verse 55, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. As for the other people, which also come from Adam, and so this is going into the other nations, not the chosen lineage, the chosen race, but the other nations. As for the other people, which also come from Adam, thou hast said that they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. When you're talking and a little spit come out your mouth, you not regarding that. Like you not trying to, catch that or, it just came like it just happened. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel, just like what that Isaiah 40 said, a drop from a bucket, you know. Um, let's see, verse 50, 57. And now, O Lord, behold, these heathen which have ever been reputed as nothing has begun to be lords over us and to devour us. And that's part of our punishment, man. That the other nations, will rule over us, man, and devour us. But they have been reputed as nothing. They have been counted as nothing, even less than nothing. According to Isaiah 40. But hopefully this was edifying. I just wanted to um hit these points just to show that the Lord is for his people. Yes, the Lord is racist. Yes, the scriptures is racist. You know, they lean toward a particular group of people, you so-called blacks and Latinos and Native Americans, in your favor. Also, I just want to end it off by saying, Call Halayim La Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Chakwadash, want to give double honors to the apostles on the Elders Great Millstone, peace and salutations to all elect, and the Ak and spread his truth at the four corners of the earth. Shalom.